months old today. Welcome! Say welcome! Welcome to our 2-month baby update. Oh, yes. Are you excited about that or what? See, yay, I'm excited. Oh, this does not faze him at all. See, that doesn't faze me, Mom. See, that doesn't faze me. I'm just tired. Oh my heavens. See, guys, I cannot believe it's been a month since my last update. I said I was gonna do weekly updates and it has not worked out that way. So here we are, and baby Cash today, exactly today, is 2 months old. But I've got to show you the length on this boy. Say, check me out, guys. I am like almost 25 inches and over 12 pounds. Say, I have grown yes. It's not fazed by that at all, right? Oh, I'm just tired. But he's grown so much since he was born. He was born 7.714 and I think just under 21 inches. So he's grown quite a bit. And let's talk a little bit about all he's been up to for the last month. As you can see, look at this. He is kind of holding his head up by himself. Like, I'm gonna put him sitting down here so you guys can kind of see. You see, he kind of holds his head up. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. Not fazed by it. He's not fazed by it. Oh. Did the audio catch on that? Oh my gosh. Dude, I hope you guys caught the audio. Oh my gosh. Did you catch the audio on that? I hope they... Hang on. Oh my gosh. He totally just tore up that diaper. Did you tear up that diaper? So he has been obviously eating and doing all his business really, really well. That was really funny, actually. So I'm gonna actually... Is there like a blooper section? Oh my gosh, he totally just keeps farting and pooping. Totally just poops all over. I need to change his diaper now because he totally just pooped everywhere. But he's eating really well. Actually, now that I need to change his diaper because he pooped. He'll probably eat because he's actually he just woke up from sleeping for like 4 hours. He's exclusively breastfeeding and he's doing so awesome. I make a lot of milk because in the very beginning I just do on demand, whenever he wants it. So sometimes it was on the hour, every hour, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, but it's whenever he wanted it. So now I have so much milk so that when he does breastfeed, I'll put him on both breasts for about less than 15 minutes with both, and he gets a really good amount because my milk comes out really fast. And then he'll go for like 4 hours. During the night, he'll go for like up to 6 hours. I mean, 5 on average, but 4, 5 on average. 6 hours has been had some lucky. Are you falling asleep? Are you falling asleep, dude? Hey. So yeah, so he lets me rest a lot. But I was so thankful to all of you who asked so many awesome questions on my last video. I'm gonna actually have my phone here, but it's hard to get to it. But I'm gonna answer all the questions because you guys have some awesome questions regarding breastfeeding, which is like my very favorite thing on topic in regards to newborns, and obviously talking and cooing and chatting with us. He's been starting to do that this week. I actually just put the camera on him earlier today and just recorded him because he was just like, "Ka." Tell everyone, say hi. He was just like, "Ka ka ka ka." And guys, his eyes are still blue. Look at his eyes. Can you see them? Look, show everyone you're blue. Your eyes are still blue, which is super cute. None of our kids have light eyes. I don't have light eyes. Davis doesn't have light eyes. So I have brown eyes, and he's got these light blue eyes, which are fun. That'll be a different set of eyes in the family. But he has been so amazing. Obviously, big sisters are still loving on the baby. And he's still our baby. I'm going to get to some of your questions. I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to change him, and then I'm going to get to some of your questions. So give me a minute. Okay, this has been the toughest update I've done thus far. And obviously things change when you have a newborn. So things don't go as planned. I changed his diaper, and then he wanted to feed, and then the camera's falling, and then the phone is falling, and then everything is like a mess. And then I'm just like, I give up. Let's forget this update. Let's just shoot it another day. But I've been saying I'm gonna shoot it another day, like every day. So we're gonna keep going while baby nurse is here. And I hope you guys can hear the amount of noise he makes. So now, if you watch my last update, you saw how calmly he nursed. He was like, so now, like when he nurses, it's like, like I hope you guys can hear the amount of noise he makes while he nurses. Because it's kind of funny. Baby fell asleep, so I'm gonna turn him around so you guys can see his cuteness and not have to see me, only me. You can see how cute he is and not have to stare at my face the whole time. So, one of you asked me how it was like with my body, like bouncing back from postpartum, from delivery and you know, all that. How is my body feeling? Well, at 2 months already, I mean, today is his 2 month. Today is exactly 2 months ago was when he was born. I feel great. I feel wonderful. As far as my physical body, I obviously still have a lot of weight to lose. Since the day he was born, I have actually dropped 19 pounds. Pretty much 10 pounds was, you know, from the baby, 7 pounds, pretty much 8 pounds from him, and then water weight, 10, you know, so 10 pounds was from him. And then in the 2 months that postpartum, I've lost another 10 pounds. So about 20 pounds total, which I'm super excited about. But I still have 60 pounds to lose, which sounds like a lot, but that's how much I have to get to my pre-pregnancy Leia weight. So my oldest daughter is 5, and then I have a 4-year-old, a 2.5-year-old, and then a 2-month-old. So between those, before I got pregnant with my Leia, my oldest, I was 60 pounds lighter than I currently am right now. So because I had so many kids so close together, my body just hasn't had a chance to bounce back. But this is my commitment, my, you know, public and verbal commitment to myself, that this is where I am gonna take charge. I'm not holding myself like ridiculously, you've gotta, you know, lose 10 pounds each month, you've gotta do, no. My commitment to myself is I'm going to eat healthy every single day, Monday through Saturday, and I will give myself 1 treat a week. Now, this is not going to be for the rest of my life. This is going to be until I bounce back to my real, you know, to my real self. I haven't seen myself or been able to fit my jeans for, my goodness, over 5 years. So I really want to wear my jeans. But I really embrace my body. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not, you know, like hating on myself for it. But I do want my confidence back. I want to feel sexy again. I want to feel like, I have a wonderful husband. He's amazing. He's awesome. And he's very supportive. And he never, you know, says that I look ugly or fat or anything by any means. But, you know, I feel like I'm not in my own body. I know that sounds a little weird, but I just feel like, where's my body? And I love this body that has birthed 4 of my beautiful, gorgeous children. Oh my goodness, did I just wake you up? Sorry. Am I talking too loud? I tend to do that, don't I? But he's smiling. Oh, he's smiling. Hi. You like when Mama wakes you up, huh? Oh, yes. So I've embraced this body of mine, but I really want my body back. And the other thing is, I also need to start working out consistently. I was so good at working out, and I just haven't been regularly, But that has a lot to do with, I'm not sleeping well, my sleep routine is off, and so I'm really tired. But the main reason, this is not a joke, the main reason that I really want to start working out again is because the energy that I get from working out is going to help me be a better mom and just, fight these sleepless nights, because nursing a child, exclusively is hard on your body, as we're doing. We're exclusively nursing. And so he is, he'll wake me up, once or twice in the night. And so working out is going to get me the energy that I need to get through these days. So those are my 2 public commitments, and I hope that answers your questions to how I'm doing, how my body is bouncing back. The question also was around the postpartum. How did you bounce back from postpartum? If you guys see some of my videos, I get embarrassed sometimes at some things that you guys say, like, what? Why are you walking around totally normal, like nothing ever happened? You guys have to understand, I pushed 1.5 times because the doctor told me to stop pushing on my first time because I was going too fast. So like 2 times, But I only pushed once. So if somebody else pushed longer, you're gonna have a longer recovery time. And and the same thing goes for your labor. I didn't labor very long, so my recovery was really short. But that's different for everybody. You can expect what your body is meant to be, but I think also perception is important to remember. How did you feel and how are you going to feel is also how you tell yourself you're going to feel. How do sisters love and baby brother? They love him a little too much all the time. They think he's a baby doll. I have to remind them. They're like all the time, Mom, can we hold him? I've had to been like, okay, we're gonna take turns, and I've had to been like, Lily is the youngest, and because the older 2 go to school, she spends the most time with him, so she gets to love on him all the time. But because she only is 2.5, I have to really monitor her. But she is so sweet with him, super gentle, very loving. One thing my mom taught me was to always, since the womb, always say your baby brother, you're the big sister, and never say, oh, mommy's pregnant with, like mommy's baby, mommy this. It's always you're the sister, you're the brother. So they've always been super loving and very, welcoming of the baby. There's no jealousy involved. Lily was a little confused at first. She's my 2.5-year-old because she's the baby. She was always the baby. So she was a little confused as to, wait a second. And it was funny because some people would be like, oh, you're the big girl, you're the big sister. And she'd be like, me baby. And it was cute to see her do that. And so it was interesting to see her kind of be confused as to what her role is now. But she's taken on the big sister role pretty well. Let's see. He doesn't really have toys. He doesn't really play with anything. The girls kind of shake a little rattle in front of him every once in a while. He does on his swing have the little thing that goes around, and just recently he started looking at it as he does with the fan. He looks at the fan too, and he kind of looks at it rotate. So that's the only 2 things he kind of is gone into. Oh yes, somebody said that Cash was flicking them off low-key. Yes, he totally was on the last video. He was accidentally flicking you guys off. Sorry about that. Let's see. I love the nursing in public support. Let's go. Yes, I'm all about nursing in public. Nurse wherever your baby needs to eat. I often nurse in the car only because that's the easiest way for me to get my kids all round up. Let's go in the car, and then I'll nurse him while everyone's strapped in, and then I'll put him in his car seat and then get going. I do that all the time. Okay, so as far as techniques for breastfeeding, I would really suggest and recommend to any of you, if you live in the US, you all have access to a lactation consultant. If you don't, YouTube has, you've got to be careful. They have got some really interesting online breastfeeding videos, but look for the
It's the nursing techniques from the lactation consultants themselves that will tell you things like, oh, make sure you put the entire nipple in their mouth and not just the smaller part of it, because then they're just going to be sucking. My very first baby, I did that, and it did hurt a lot, and they got chapped, and I went through it. And the only thing I used for chapped nipples with him, because he's my fourth, I did not make any of the mistakes that I did my first time, and like just kind of let her use my nipple as a pacifier and just only suck on the smaller part of my nipple, and it got chapped and bleeding, and it cried. The only thing I used for that was my actual breast milk, which one of the lactation consultants told me. She's like, just use your breast milk for it, and that's all I did, and it worked amazingly. It was perfect. It was wonderful. But if I were you guys, I wouldn't, ask a professional. But I mean, the one little thing I can say is just remember to get your entire nipple, like squeeze all your nipple inside their mouth, and make sure that their mouth is like open like this and like sucking inside, like sucking, not like pushing your nipple out. It's kind of weird, but I would ask a professional, but I'm not a really professional. Even though someone just said that after 4 kids, you're pretty much a professional. No, I'm not. Someone asked me about breastfeeding twins. I have no idea. You would have to ask. I've never had twins. You'd have to ask a professional, but I don't even know anything about that at all. One of my friends, actually Natalie, who's my good friend from college, who I love, and I didn't even know she watched my YouTube videos. She's the sweetest ever. She asked me, she's like, okay, great. You're talking all about this, getting them on the boob. How do you get them off the boob? That's what I want to know, because like her son, I think, is 18 months, if I'm not mistaken, and he's still breastfeeding, which was the same amount of time that my Lily, my 2.5-year-old now, she was breastfeeding still at 18 months. But because this is how I've gotten my kids off of the breast every single time. I volunteer at church very regularly, and I was in charge of girls camp for the youth, and I had to go, and I had to be gone for 5 days, and I couldn't bring the baby because it was a wilderness adventure and things like that. And so during that time, it was always perfectly about, the kids were 18 months, and one of them was like 16 months, but pretty much always at the 18-month mark is when I had to go. And so I pretty much would just leave for those 5 days. And because they weren't with me, my mom was taking care of them, and my husband was home also, but because it was my mom was like, no, I just gave them breast milk, but in the bottle, and then just kind of weaned them through those 5 days. When I came home, Lily was like, oh, that's right, breast. The bottle's easier. She was not even interested in the breast milk. That worked for me. I don't know if it's going to work for you, but that's what I can recommend, is maybe leaving for maybe 3 or 5 days. I don't know, do a service project, or maybe a little getaway with your husband, or I don't know, something. But in my case, I kind of had to do it. Or if you're a working mom, maybe if you have a business trip, that can be planned during that time. But I don't know, but that's kind of the one thing that kind of accidentally worked for us. Speaking of working moms, guys, I'm still on maternity leave. Woo! I'm loving every second of it. Every second. I'm loving on all my babies. It's so amazing to get to work for a company that provides me these maternity benefits, where I get to stay home with them for the first 3 months. But just thinking about having to go back to work the next month really makes me cry. Like, I really cry and lose sleep over having to leave my babies. I've been thinking and really working on doing other things where I can stay at home and still make the income necessary to provide for our family. And so I'll keep you guys posted. Some of you have given me some awesome ideas. If any of you have any other ideas, let me know in the comments below. I've applied, and I've had 2 interviews this week. Just keeping things going, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. I think this video is long enough. I don't know what else I could talk about. I could probably talk for days, for hours, forever. I could talk forever. I really could. But baby Cash wants to sleep, and I keep bothering him. He's like, be quiet, Mom. How do you guys like his skeleton outfit? Ooh, everybody keeps asking what he's going to be for Halloween. I don't know. We're going to have to wait for Halloween, because I haven't bought an outfit. I didn't buy any Halloween costumes. I have a Princess Rapunzel costume. He's not going to be Princess Rapunzel. Maybe he'll just be the skeleton man. I don't know. Halloween's in like 5-6 days, dude. We better figure something out. He's like, Mom, I don't care. Dress me in whatever. Dress me up as a baby. Dress me up as a cute baby. What do you think? Yeah, dress me up like a baby. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I love shooting these videos because I know that when he is a big boy and when he's married and he has his kids, that they're going to love watching these. And so I'm really excited to keep shooting them every month. So that's my goal, guys, every month. If you want to see them sooner, ask me and I'll try to shoot something sooner for you. But if you want to see him, just check him out on our daily vlogs because he'll be there every day. Thanks for watching. See you.